What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about Davante Adams getting traded from the Las Vegas Raiders to the New York Jets. Before we get into the video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. It does help out the channel a ton. Let's get into it. Davante Adams got traded to the New York Jets yesterday in a move that we kind of expected, to be honest, coming up. I mean, it was apparent to me that Davante Adams wanted to be a New York Jet the most. And the Raiders were really trying to get that deal done, and they finally got it done after a few weeks of the rumors and him, asking for a trade. It feels like the Raiders just kind of want to get this situation out of the way and really focus on what they have, and we'll talk about them a little bit later. But the Raiders are in an interesting position, but the Jets getting Davante Adams is a huge deal. It gives Aaron Rodgers an incredible weapon on the outside. Now, he has Garrett Wilson, who is very good, very young, talented wide receiver, and he can actually run a lot off of Davante Adams. But this offense is just not very good at the end of the day. I think we can all say that. Adding Davante Adams is going to help everything kind of be better. And I don't know if there's still going to be a top offense in the NFL now, but the connection between him and Aaron Rodgers is special, and they can do some great stuff. I still have a lot of concerns about the Jets. First off, defensively, they haven't looked like the team that we've seen previously in previous years. And then the O-line play, not very good. They can't run the football. And maybe the new offensive coordinator that got put in the position, he can do some stuff that's a little bit better and really makes that run game work. But from what we've seen, we haven't seen them be a really good running team. And I don't know if that will help them, especially come postseason. I mean, they may win games like that in the regular season, but postseason, you need to be able to run the football when it gets cold. And I just don't think they'll be effective in that way. I don't necessarily have the Jets a contender after this trade, but this will help them so much. Davante Adams is the definition of a playmaker. He's one of the best receivers in the National Football League. I mean, with the Raiders, even his 3 years there, he was over 1,000 yards without really a quarterback that is elite. So you get Aaron Rodgers, and he is older, but Aaron Rodgers will get Davante Adams the ball. So it'll be interesting to see how this dynamic works. I mean, Garrett Wilson, Davante Adams, those are two elite weapons on the outside. So it will be fun to watch this offense. Hopefully, the little stuff like the O-line play, running backs, they can clean some of that stuff up and then play good defense, because they are very good on defense. They have some studs, but there's a lot there. Yeah, I think the Jets can easily put themselves in position to make a wild card position. I think they can make the playoffs and maybe test a team, maybe win a game or two. But the Jets, it's going to be an uphill battle if they want to get to a Super Bowl, which I know they want to do. I know Aaron Rodgers wants to win another Super Bowl. Davante Adams wants to win his first Super Bowl. There's a lot there. I just don't know if it's necessarily going to click like we think it is. But yeah, they traded Davante Adams for just a third-round pick, so nothing crazy. I think it does convert into a second-round pick. We don't know the complete logistics of it, but it is a big deal that the Raiders just got Davante Adams, who is getting paid a lot of money. They just got him off their team. So give us a third-round pick, and that'll be it for us. And I think that was the right move, because the Raiders, they need to move in this rebuild phase. Aiden O'Connell, I don't know if he's the guy for them, but he's a young quarterback. They have some good young pieces there. Michael Mayer, Brock Bowers, some good tight ends, but they really have to rebuild this roster and get it better. And I think trading Davante Adams was the right move. You do have Max Crosby still there, who you could build around if he wants to stay in Las Vegas. So there's a lot of interesting dynamics going on in Las Vegas. And I think Antonio Pierce, I think he can do a good job of just rebuilding this roster in a few years. So they really need to get a top draft pick, and they added on to that draft capital for Davante Adams that they need to build for the future. So I think it was a good move to just get him out there, get a solid draft pick. It was nothing crazy, but I was impressed with them just offloading him, his contract, and getting the draft pick back. That was huge for them. So it appears a report came out today that Davante Adams will play versus the Steelers on Sunday Night Football. So that'll be a huge game to see versus a pretty good defense. As you know, the Steelers are my favorite team in the NFL. And we do have a good defense, even though sometimes randomly they'll struggle. But it's going to be a tough test for the Jets. And we'll see how the dynamic of those two work, if they still had that magical connection that they had in Green Bay, which I think they personally will. But I don't know if the stuff around them will help them at all. But we'll see. That'll do it for me. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next video. Peace.